a sideways trading day today, plus 200 on the 250K portfolio, pretty much break even, and so still up on the week and month, quarter, and year, and reduces our drawdown by a couple hundred. Yesterday we're at equity peaks in our models, but not in our live trading. There's a little bit of a difference there. And so down 32.50 in the hypotheticals, ahead of the hypotheticals. Some sloppy price action worked in our favor, live versus hypotheticals with earnings news. So interesting market environment today with bonds selling off and waiting on earnings from Apple and Amazon. So let's go over the market and the trades on the day. Going over the trading system signals here, tick pulse was minus 625. Tick wave was minus 400 and plus 675 and plus 387.50. 2 for 4 on the S&P strategies that you see here, and the Nasdaq strategies were 2 for 6. Viper was down 12.25. Tick pulse minus 625. Tick count trend lost on the day minus 625. Tick reversal is down on the day minus 350. The big winners were tick long aggressive plus 1175 and plus 1500 in momentum reversal. There's a big kind of a flash move there that worked to our advantage, and slippage and commission on the close. That happens a lot lately when the big earnings are coming out after the bell. So it worked in our favor a little bit. Let's look at the micros. I'm not trading the micros right now, just the E-minis. So we're just going to go over the signals, and live results could be different. But the signals, sometimes the live results on the micros are different than the E-minis because the signals are different. I'm showing the signals are the same. The actual fills could be different. We talked yesterday about how and why signals are actually different. If the data is different based on micros moving a little bit differently, or if the data servers are different. But same type of signals, minus 62.50 on tick pulse, minus 40 on tick wave, 38.75 on chop. These are 1 micro trades. Mirror is plus 67.50. Let's go over the micro Nasdaq. 157.50 on momentum reversal, 134.50 on tick long aggressive, minus 34.50 on tick reversal, minus 62.50 on tick count trend. Tick pulse minus 62.50 and minus 122.50 on Viper. So I'm showing all the signals are right about the same on the micros as they were on the E-minis. Interesting day of uncertainty, and you see the Nasdaq really sloppy here around these earnings. Bonds really selling off, working towards those October lows. If equities are supposed to also do that, there's a big displacement. It's hard to know if since bonds are taking out October lows, if equities are supposed to. It's hard to say whether that's a true fact or not. They're not always correlated. Sometimes bonds and stocks are correlated. Sometimes they are completely uncorrelated and move in exact opposite directions. So they did move up around October, and bonds have rolled over while stocks have proudly stayed higher. And let's look at the Nasdaq. The moves in the Nasdaq are always the most interesting to me because they're sharper and more definitive, and so I look at that. Let's look at the 60-minute chart, and we keep thinking that the market's about to break out. Thought it was going to break out here to the upside. Thought it was going to, when it comes down here, I keep thinking it's going to break out to the downside. Oftentimes when you get congestion like this, it'll break out one side, then it'll break out on the other side. And so it's trying to turn around right here. Not sure if it will. It's pretty interesting fundamentals. Yesterday's ratings downgrade, and bonds have just tanked, and higher interest rates certainly affect stocks, and crude oil is back up. And so I'm not certain as to where the market will go yet tomorrow. Sometimes I kind of try to get a feel for it, not always right. So that's why we trade our systems. But I really don't have a feel for what the market's going to do tomorrow. After this bonds downgrade, I would think that maybe that would weigh on the market, but the liquidity still, I really don't know if it's going to reverse or break out at this point. But we are flat at the end of the day, ready to take longer short trades tomorrow. And I don't trade bonds, but here's what they look like on the daily chart. Here's what it looks like on an intraday chart today. It was down 1 and 27/30 right now, and that's pretty extensive sell-off. You can see it on a 60-minute chart too. Pretty extensive sell-off in bonds. Lower bonds means higher interest rates, and so usually weighs on equities. We'll see. And these are the final trades as we roll into one of our favorite trading days of the week, tomorrow on Friday. These are the final trades on Thursday, August the 3rd, 2020.
Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.